Good morning, world. Good morning to you all. And welcome to yet another fun-filled episode with us here on the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast. We thank you all in advance for a time that will be had, and we thank you all in advance for rocking with us. And so, I did a few tags this morning. I haven't got a chance to do them all, but we'll get to those shortly. And so, we will embark upon what will be another great episode this morning. And so we thank you all for chopping it up with us. And we thank you in advance for a time that will be had. And so, yes, world, we are back like a shark attack, back like we left something, back like we ain't got no clothes on our back. And for the world is a better place in the moment when the early morning sports talk podcast is taking place. And so I see another guest that just joined us. This brother goes by the name of Chris. So good morning, Chris. Good morning, Chris. Good morning to you, my brother. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes.
Good morning,
And
man.
good morning, my brother. Good morning. And so thank you for tuning in with us this morning as we converse about the latest sports topics that have taken place from this past week and
Yeah.
will be upcoming this week. Can you hear us?
You hear me?
Yes. Wonderful. Yes. And so it is always a blast to have you all tune in to participate with us every weekend. As a reminder that every week we always like to begin our podcast by reminding our audience that the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast can be found on Facebook via our two Facebook pages, the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast community page, as well as additionally on our Early Morning Sports Talk podcast Facebook page. You can additionally find us on Instagram, where we'll go live shortly at EMSTP underscore. Again, on IG at EMSTP underscore, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify as the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast, as well as our own Facebook pages via Brandon Price, Jamar Goodman, as well as our guests for that weekend. We also go live with our brothers Peoples Hernandez, aka Ian Jones, who is getting to the bag this morning. Today is September the 27th of 2025, and we have seen yet again another fascinating week in the sports world where we saw our Chicago Bears, my Chicago Bears in this case, because Jamar, he'll be on later, annihilate former head coach Matt Eberflus's Dallas Cowboy defense, leading to a career day for quarterback Caleb Williams and some reason for excitement for Chicago Bear fans. Yes. Additionally, we will see the Miami Dolphins, and I'm sorry, fellas, but they went 0-2 last week. A very hard-fought contest. You know, it's very tough right now in Miami, but it's a beautiful place. It's very beautiful in Florida. Go 0-2 in hard-fought contest that had tension, but right now there seems to be a lot of tension right now in the Miami Dolphin organization and with the football team. And at this point, the question is when will this eventual eruption erupt? We would additionally see the Seahawks and Cardinals square off in a great Thursday night football contest, in which the Seahawks did exactly what was predicted. The Seattle Seahawks, they would go on to win a game where the Cardinals dropped a lot of passes, and a lot of questions was asked on that end. And then we will see the WNBA playoffs take place. My brother, we will see the WNBA playoffs take place offbeat. And that's my name for you, brother, because we're going to introduce you shortly. And right now, it's been two great semifinal series, in which the Phoenix Mercury has now taken a 2-1 series lead against the Minnesota Lynx. And I strongly felt that the champion offbeat was coming from that series between Phoenix and New York. And Phoenix is up 2-1 over the Lynx, which right now is surprising some people. And then the Indiana Fever, they are now down 2-1 against the Las Vegas Aces. And so both of these teams are battling it out for a place in the WNBA Finals. And so, with that being said, introducing our guest of this morning, Offbeat Studios and Entertainment, whom is joining us for the second time here on the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast. But this time, the bros are here. Both of them are here. And at these point, these guys are our brothers from another mother. Offbeat Studios and Entertainment is a media production company, ladies and gentlemen, located in Arcadia, Florida. It offers a variety of services, including podcasts and music studio sessions. The team is made up of 3 members: Art Keith, a fan of the Miami Dolphins, Florida Gators, and Lakers; Chris, a New York Giants and Florida Gators fan; and Jeffrey, who is in the Air Force to support the Denver Broncos in Colorado. The studio has a big Comic Con coming up in February, and they will also be hosting a Madden tournament called Madden Mania in November. And so, on behalf of the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast, we would like to say good morning, gentlemen, and thank you for joining us this morning on the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast. How are you guys this morning, my brothers?
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm all right. I don't know what Chris. I don't know how Chris feeling over there though. Chris, you all right?
Yeah, man, the new space. I never streamed over here, man. So
Uh,
gonna run into difficulty. But yeah, I'm feeling good,
uh,
man. I'm feeling good.
All right.
The other day in
yeah.
the NFL season, I'm good, man. I'm telling you, I'm good.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Well, we're gonna start this off, fellas, and we're gonna talk about offbeat. And so, yes, we're gonna get into the sports shortly. But who is Offbeat Studios and Entertainment, gentlemen? I don't know who's gonna answer you, Keith or Chris, but who are you guys and what do you do?
Hmm. Okay. I can answer. Offbeat Studios. Well, let me tell you something. We started off as, well, to be honest, it's the same as what we are. It's just bros hanging out. The same bros that's been hanging out since forever. And I think, like, I mean, our Keith could probably tell you something different, but it's just that's the whole foundation of us. All three of us, we grew up together, and we all share the same likes,
Mm-hmm.
and we all, and just us hanging out. We hang out constantly, and we're like, we could turn this into something. Like, we're here, we're having fun, chatting it up, whether it's sports
Mm-hmm.
or, movies or whatnot. And we're like, you know what? We could turn this right here into content. Um, but yeah, like Offbeat Studios, that's kind of what started with us, but our Keith could tell you something different. But that's from what I believe, that's kind of like how Studios is with me, AJ, and Jeff. You feel me? You know. But I'll let you go ahead and answer it.
Yeah, wonderful, wonderful, Keith. Yeah.
No, he hit it on the head. That's that's
Yeah.
that's that's who we are. The name came from because we never talk about the same. We never do the same thing.
No,
We
no.
are
Mm-hmm.
we're all over the place. So we're
Yeah.
offbeat. We're never straight.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what makes us unique. So to
Right.
those of you that want to know why we came up with the name, there you go. There
Mm.
you go. But yeah, that's pretty much what it
Right.
is,
I
man.
get
We
it.
all grew up.
Offbeat. Offbeat. It's a beat that's off. So
Yep.
it
Yep.
could be anything. That's genius. I like that.
Yeah. And then the funny thing is, we all three. I can go in a little bit more detail, but all three
Yeah.
of us grew up in walking distance of each other.
Yeah.
Chris
Mm.
grandma lived right across the street from me. And then Jeffrey lived not even 5 minutes, Chris, like 2 minutes walking distance from us.
Bro, it's like 3 blocks.
Yeah.
Mm.
All
Yeah.
grew up in the same
Wow.
church, man, doing the same stuff, man. So it's just a
Yeah.
brotherhood, man.
Mm.
It's a brotherhood.
Wonderful,
Yeah.
man. This is wonderful. Yes. And so, speaking of the brotherhood, you guys, you're not brothers of the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast, but of course, you guys have been brothers of the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast because in the evening, oftentimes, Jamar, Ian, they're going with you guys, and you guys are talking a lot of NFL, breaking down various teams. And so, there's a brotherhood definitely here. And so, welcome to the brotherhood, guys. You guys, of course, are always
Thank
welcome.
you.
And so, let's get to
Sure.
talking about some of your teams. And so the Miami Dolphins. We'll talk about our Bears later. Uh, so, Keith, I know you're a Miami Dolphins fan, man. How does it feel right now to be going through what you guys are going through? And is there hope? Because I see fighting the team, I just don't see W's.
Is there hope? Um, do you want me to answer that as a fan, or you want me to be brutally honest?
You can be both.
Okay, the fan in me is like, I know we're gonna turn this around. Like, I'm gonna be a fan, right? we're gonna turn this around. We're gonna do what we gotta do. You know, we're gonna make the playoffs. Okay. So Miami Dolphins fans, y'all heard me say that.
Mhm.
All right. Now let me switch the role. We suck. Okay. We
Okay.
are trash. We are trash. And to be honest, we've been trash since Dan Marino left. If you want my honest opinion. I can go on in about Miami Dolphin history. It's not a history class, so y'all come to our stream and then I'll break it down even more. But we've been trash since Dan Marino, Brandon.
Right.
And how I'm feeling, I'm in the middle, right? I'm in the middle. I think there's just a sense of relief that's going to get ready to come within the organization, and a lot of people are starting to see a light that I've been trying to get them to see since 2020. But I think help is actually finna be ready to get on the way for the Miami Dolphins organization. It's going to take some time though, but help is on the way, definitely.
Right. And so it's interesting that you mentioned that because when I watch the team, I see the team being competitive. I see the team doing what they need to do offensively. It's just that defensively, man, the team is off, bro. They do what they got to do offensively. Achane is one of the fastest running backs in football, clearly. He's one of the best playmakers in football, clearly. Could there be some issues going on between Tyreek Hill and Tua Tagovailoa? Yeah. Tyreek Hill is very explosive, as everybody know. He's a diva. Most receivers are. When he's not getting the ball, he's pissed. He's letting everybody know, and he'll scream and do whatever the hell he got to do. But when he get that touchdown, he backflip. And so, this is what Tyreek Hill does. Jalen Waddle ain't getting the ball enough. And I don't know why, but perhaps it's because Tua Tagovailoa and the organization saying we got to get our moneymaker the ball. And then the easiest safety blanket for Tua Tagovailoa is obviously Achane. He loves to dump that ball off the backfield, as you guys know, to Achane for anything. And he can take it to the house. I mean, that guy's fast enough to do that. And so when it comes to the Miami Dolphins, just quickly, I'm not hitting the panic button on your team yet, bro. I think if their defense could get some things together, they can pull off some wins. You do got the Jets coming up, and I love my brother Justin Fields. He's from Chicago. Played with the Bears, but perhaps this team can pull off some wins. But I still don't see the playoffs. But I don't think you're as bad as you think you are. I'll put it that way. It's just that the team they gotta learn how to win games, man. And so, yeah, I know you wanted to start the podcast off in a positive way. It's just like me talking about the Bears. It's just miserable, But speaking of the Bears, generally we have our brother Jamar here, and possibly Jamar join. But what we're going to do is we're going to continue to talk some NFL. And so you guys are both NFL fans, right? Both football fans. And so let's get into the party. All right. So this is what's called NFL reactions and overreactions. We have this every Saturday, and we talk about topics in the NFL. And so some of them might be a little bit crazy for you, but we like to predict stuff that'll happen in the future. All right. And so, first and foremost, is it an overreaction, fellas, to think that the Miami Dolphins and this organization could be heading for a new head coach if this team does not begin to win football games? Is Mike McDaniel on the hot seat? Is he on the hot seat?
No.
Okay.
No. Stephen Ross just came out and told you. Stephen Ross just came out and told you we are not going to fire Mike McDaniel. We're going to be patient with him. We're going to be patient with him. So, no. Until now, what I do think the only reason Mike McDaniel might be on the hot seat is if we don't win a division game. If we go up here and we lose to these Jets, yeah, we got a problem.
Woo! You lose
Now
to
we
the
got-
Jets, it's gonna be
Now
interesting.
we got a problem.
Yeah.
You got the Jets this week. Chris, your thoughts, bro?
Mike McDaniel hot seat. Uh, I think yeah, it's an overreaction. Um, yeah, it's an overreaction. I think that and because like I be going on certain coaches in the league. He already knows what certain coach I'm talking about. But I believe, coaches they have like a short window of time. Sometimes I think that window should be extended. It's just like quarterbacks, right?
Right.
We should like, what should happen is we should be able to gracefully give them about a good, decent amount of years to see what they can do. And not whenever the whole team shuts down, they need to go because they're the problem. I never agreed with that, that thing. But then also, I don't agree with certain coaches being propped up whenever they've been thrown in good situations too, as well. But I think it's the overreaction, though.
Okay. All right. Yeah. If Jamar was here, he'd totally disagree with you guys because
Yeah.
Jamar, he has been avid. He's been avid, fellas. And Chris is here, and she's like, I can't wait to see him next. Like he's been avid and stated that Mike McDaniel should have been fired. And so
Hey.
we gonna see what happens with that situation because Mike McDaniel has a talented team, but it's not resulting in wins, and so. It's a win now league, and so we're gonna see what happens. All right.
I want to say
Next.
so much more on that topic, man. Goodness gracious.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just gonna say, Brandon, you can't turn water into wine when you don't have the water.
I like that wisdom.
Y'all try to make this man say, "Oh, you should be Jesus." I can't do nothing if I ain't got nothing. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
Right.
We limited. We are limited in not just one position, but multiple positions. But that's a different topic for another day.
Or what's the thing? You can't take. You can take crap. You can hit it with some Febreze, and you can make it smell and look. You make it smell and look nice, but it's still crap.
Still shit.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, I understand, man. Definitely. And so the Dolphins definitely that defense they get I
Yeah.
mean when I say they just sit on the field and I feel like they can't stop a parked car, fellas. That's the problem with the Dolphins. They don't stop
Yeah.
nobody. The offense could do something, but if I put that Dolphins defense at the if I put them in the fourth quarter, guys, and I said, hey, I need Miami to make a stop. Do you guys believe that they'll make the stop?
Did you not watch what we did to the Bills on Thursday night?
You guys competed, but it wasn't enough.
And how did we compete?
And the game came down to the fourth quarter as a
Who lost us the game? Who lost us the game?
All right, it was your offense.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, I don't see any turnovers. I don't see any speed. I don't see any, like for instance, watching Thursday night with the Cardinals and Seahawks. Guys, it was obvious to see that the Cardinals defense don't get enough credit, but they are fast, they are lightning aggressive, and they get to the ball. The Dolphins, I don't see that urgency with them. I see them on the field, but when it matters, I don't trust them. I just know I don't. And I mean, you give it up. I'm not saying the Colts are the greatest team, but you give it up the points you gave up to the Colts and getting your ass whooped the way you did. And then the offense looking just lethargic in week one. In the first half of week two, I know like they stepped it up for the last game and a half, but it's like you said, I guess there's a lot of pieces that needs to be done, and there's
that Bills game is who we are. That Bills game is who we are. That's who we are.
Okay. That's a competitive team. Then that's a team that's right there. That's a team that's right there knocking. Mm-hmm. They're knocking. Yeah, they just missing something.
When you, I counted at least 4 times And if you want me to be honest, if it wasn't for a certain player, Zach Zeller, for that rough running to the kicker penalty on the Bills, we win the game. If you ask me, and who came up with the stop? Defense came up with the stop. So that lets me know that our defensive coordinator Anthony Weaver, I feel like the oil just didn't go through certain pipes in the first couple of weeks. Trying to do a new system. Got different players. You got rid of Jalen Ramsey. You got rid of a couple more pieces on that. Your corners are going down left and right. It's like a big body peg over there with corners. So you're trying to figure out what you can do, right? You just lost Javon Holland, right, to the Giants, right? So, I mean,
they let go a lot of. They've let go a lot of nice players on that defense.
Yeah.
And when I watch the Dolphins, you know what I think of? You know what I was thinking of against the Bills? I'm like, man, that defense has not been the same since Jalen Ramsey.
Mm-hmm.
Since he left, they haven't been the same.
That defense ain't been right since Zach Thomas and Jason Taylor, but that's a different topic for another day. But
I mean, at least with Jalen Ramsey, he'll catch an interception sometimes. At least with Xavier Howard, he was one of the defensive player of the year candidates. If you guys remember a few years back, I mean, catching picks left and right. But now that secondary is poubelle, trash and French. And so, all right. Additionally, fellas, is it an overreaction, since we're talking NFL overreactions, to think that the Indianapolis Colts, who are off to a 3-0 start, is winning football games because they have a great football team, or is it just a luck show because a lot of people didn't expect this team to be where they are?
Repeat that question one more time. I want to make sure I say this correctly.
Is it an overreaction to think that the Indianapolis Colts, who are 3-0 and off to an unexpected start, is actually a good football team, or is this team riding just a wave of playing against a few weak opponents, or they just having a little lucky streak right now? Or are the Colts the real deal? That's the question. Is it an overreaction to think that they are? Okay. So you don't think they are the real deal?
No.
Okay. All right. And Chris, what about you?
I will say overreaction too. I'm not gonna say they are not the real deal. I'm gonna say I need more games to see. I need a couple more games to see how they play.
Okay.
I mean, they ain't played nobody. They ain't played nobody. You're facing a midlife crisis Miami Dolphin team, right? You barely beat the Broncos. Let's be honest. You barely lost.
They should have lost that game. They should have lost that game. Remember, they should have lost that game.
You beat Cam Ward, who's a rookie. You don't know what the fuck he doing. I'm sorry, I ain't trying to cuss. And then you got the Rams, and I think the Rams gonna kick they behind tomorrow. I think they gonna get the truth of reality tomorrow. Like y'all ain't play nobody, Jimmy. That's a homeboy, Jimmy. That's his team. Jimmy, y'all ain't play nobody, man. Stop it.
But yeah, I think it's overreaction, but I think they just need more games to see. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Guys, third, is it an overreaction to think that the New York Giants, who have now benched Russell Wilson for quarterback Jackson Dart, has made the right decision for this organization? All right, I see that hand. I see some deferring differences here. And so, Keith, let's start with you, bro.
Is it overreaction? No, I think this is a good move. I think it's a good move. Like Russell Wilson, I still think he got a little bit left in the tank. I just think Daboll ain't the right fit for him. Right? We all know Russell wanted to go out there and do his thing, right? Russell Wilson can be hot-headed at sometimes, right? Russell Wilson is me. If it ain't me, I ain't doing it, right? And I think that was a problem with him and Daboll, and that's why they came. Just almost like the Sean Payton thing when he was over there in Denver, right? I don't think Russell played bad that season. Almost threw 4,000 yards, I don't think he
Yeah,
played
he
with
didn't play
nobody.
bad.
Yeah, with nobody's. You know, Sutton wasn't who he is right now at that time. So I feel like Russell Wilson still got something in the tank, but he got to go to an organization, man. Like I feel like Pittsburgh was the right fit for him. I really did. Because we all know Mike Tomlin is very strict, very stern, type of head, type of coach, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dayball, you draft Jackson Dart. I want to see it. The NFL world want to see it. Like, let's do it. Russell Wilson, you won your Super Bowl. We know who you are. You got babies with Sierra. Leave, right? I think that's where we're at with Russell Wilson. He's probably going to be not maybe a Hall of Famer, but he's definitely going to be a Seahawks Hall of Famer in that Ring of Honor. You know, so it's just it's time for the kid to play. The Giants need a fresh coat of paint. Jackson Dart is that fresh coat of paint. I mean, we thought it was Daniel Jones. It's not. But Jackson Dart did look good look good in a couple of preseason games. Let's see what this kid got. New era for the Giants. Let's do it.
Right. Shout out to Daniel Jones, by the way, who was 3-0 with the Indianapolis Colts and is no longer committing crimes. He is no longer Danny Crimes, man. He
Not
right now
yet.
he 3-0,
Not
Chris.
yet.
He
Not
3-0,
yet.
baby.
Not yet, Ike. Not yet,
We
Ike.
gonna find out Sunday.
We gonna find out. And so, Chris, bro, speaking on that question, is it an overreaction
Yeah.
to think that the New York Giants made the right decision by benching Russell Wilson and starting the Jackson Dart era?
Now, I agree with everything he said. The only thing that I am more concerned is the protection of our young quarterbacks. What I mean by that is what tends to happen, especially this goes across every sport when you have a rookie. Um,
Mm-hmm.
they love to throw them in the spotlight. The thing is, there are, and I know my organization definitely, our fan base is not just like Miami's fan base and many other different fan bases. They are highly critical of the starting quarterback. And if he doesn't
Right.
perform well, there's no love lost with that. And I think the reason why I say it shouldn't happen is because you have a veteran quarterback in Russell. Maybe he's not the best spot or the best option for New York. It's still good to have a veteran quarterback there to then guide the young quarterback, regardless of how the season goes. Because you throw Jackson Dart in there, he has maybe terrible games and things. The Giants fans are already ready for him to leave, just like Daniel Jones, you know?
Right.
So, and that's where I stand is I think it's a bad idea just for the fact of you're basically telling me you're gonna throw Jackson Dart to the Wolves. You better make something shake, you know, because you done
Right.
benched a Hall of Fame worthy quarterback just for this younger quarterback. You better make some shake, you know, and yeah, I don't think they should have did this.
Chris,
I don't
really
think
quick
so.
question, and we know this with football, we
Yeah,
know this with sports.
yeah,
Oftentimes, a coach he would bench somebody in order to save his job. Do you think
yes.
that Brian Dayball, being that he's potentially on a hot seat as well, has done so in order to perhaps resurrect his job?
100% I believe that. Especially with those sources coming out saying he wanted Jackson Dart to start after what like the first two games with Russell. 100%. I 100% believe he wanted Jackson Dart to start just because if he thinks that if he can change the coat of paint, it could possibly help him out in the long run. We'll see how it works though, because since he switched the starting job to Jackson Dart, this might help him out, but we're gonna see how it shakes though. But I think he did it 100% for his job,
Right, right. I can
100%.
see that as well. I can see that as well. I can see that as well. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. Additionally, guys, let's go down to the ATL. This past
Hmm.
week, Michael Penix Jr. was benched after a terrible outing in Atlanta, Georgia. And that offense has looked abysmal as well with him as starting quarterback. Is it an
Hmm.
overreaction to think that the Atlanta Falcons will have any resurrection with Mr. how do you like that? Kirk Cousins himself. R. Keith, is there any potential resurrection with Kirk Cousins at quarterback for the Giants? I mean, for the Falcons.
Um, yeah, but I don't think I want to see that. I think I'm tired of the Kirk Cousins and all that of the world. Kirk Cousins wasn't good ever since he left Washington. Y'all can fight me about that. I don't care. Kirk Cousins ain't been good since he left Washington. Um, and then y'all was say, oh, what about the thing when he went to Vikings? Oh, that was Stephon Diggs. You know, that won that game. So, and then to be honest, that was a bad pass. So, um, I don't want to see it. I think you just got to give Penix time. I mean, we give JJ McCarthy time, and JJ McCarthy has to. Oh my God! You know what I'm saying? We giving Caleb Williams times, and Caleb Williams sometimes just don't look like the number 1 overall pick. I'm just gonna be honest. We gave Tua Tagovailoa 6 years. You know what I'm saying? So I don't. I mean, come on. It's like it's almost a bit me with the Jackson Dart thing, Jackson Dart thing, right? It's a fresh coat of paint. We got a new toy. Like it might, you might not like the toy in the beginning, but if you keep playing around with it, you might like it. Don't be done with the toy when you first open up the box. He's like, well, it don't do the one that it don't do like how the other one did. You don't know what that you might like that toy if you keep playing with it. You just got to create another thing for that toy to thrive in. So I think with Atlanta don't have a good offensive line. I'm be honest right there. They don't have a good offensive line. They don't have a good offensive line. Now you took a 30 burner to the Colts. I understand. I mean, not to the Colts, but to the Panthers. So I understand where it's like, ooh, okay, maybe he ain't the guy. But I mean, it's his rookie year, right? Quote unquote. So I mean, there's going to be those growing pains. You're going to see that. So I think just give some time.
Right. Okay. And Chris, really quickly,
Yep.
We're gonna go from Atlanta to Houston. Is it panic time in Houston? Is it an overreaction to think that it's panic time in Houston, being that this team, some of us expected would be leading the AFC South and some a potential playoff team? Is it an overreaction to think that perhaps CJ Stroud is overrated?
I think yeah, it's over. It's an overreaction.
Okay.
He played exceptionally last season, and
No,
I
you mean
think
his rookie season, not last
his
season.
rookie season, not last season, his rookie season. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna say this, and like I said, it's because we've seen a whole lot of stuff in the NFL. We've seen Geno come back and put on the best brand of football we've ever seen in our entire life. And let me tell you something. I think CJ Stroud, it's just like how he said with the new toy, and he doesn't shape up. But it turns out with CJ Stroud, it's a whole year. But the thing is, I know you've seen his ceiling or you've seen his potential, and you know that you can see a lot more from him. Unlike many other quarterbacks that I know that you never seen any potential or any ceiling in them whatsoever, but people still think that they have something. But I don't think it's I think it's an overreaction that people that he's overrated right now. But he might be playing his worst brand of football, but I don't think he's done yet. So don't think he's done. He's gonna
Yeah.
put up some.
Okay. Yeah. He definitely should. He better. Houston is batting on him big time.
Yeah.
Keith, bro. I know that question might sound a little crazy, but that's why we're doing an early morning sports talk podcast. I guess it's like an offbeat moment. Is potentially is there no reaction to think that CJ Stroud is actually overrated?
I don't think you overreacting at all if you think that. And here's why, because and I've been actually studying a little bit more about these quarterbacks because I've been trying to understand why mine's so goddamn awful. The thing that I have noticed about quarterbacks, right? And I want everybody to listen to me and listen to me clear when I say this. you when a quarterback comes in, right? And this is how you can find out if he's the guy or not, right? If he don't have nothing around him, right? He doesn't have anything around him. He goes out and he still does his thing, right? That's why I still, Chris, I'm sorry, but that's why I still got hope in Bryce Young, because Bryce Young ain't had nothing around him for me to be like, oh, well, he got everything around him. He's still playing God awful, right?
Yeah.
CJ Stroud, I mean, you had Stephon Diggs, you had Nico Collins, Tank Dell. I mean, that's a solid receiving core group, right? I mean, it's hard for me to sit here and say that he's going to be great. I think he's going to be a solid quarterback in the league, but I think that first year was his ceiling. I'm sorry. I think that first year was his ceiling because I think what we are seeing now is regression. Because guess what? Now we got film on you, pal. Now we got film on you. Let me see what you're gonna do now. And now they making him win games. Can you win games?
Right. And
it ain't looking good.
He's struggling. He's struggling.
He's struggling.
He's struggling.
Struggling.
He's struggling.
Definitely. He's struggling. And so this is why we put out what we put out on the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast, because these are very valid questions of struggles. And speaking of struggles, Arkeith, this is the last overreaction for our NFL version this morning. We're going to go to Arizona. Is it an overreaction to think that the Arizona Cardinals, whom, as we watched just this past Thursday, played a great game, but they dropped a lot of passes, etc. I don't know if Ian is here. I know we've been talking about Ohio State a lot this morning because a lot of these guys are from Ohio State. Is it an overreaction to think, man, that Marvin Harrison Jr. Is actually an overweighted wide receiver? Or is he just going through a struggle himself?
Yeah, I think you're overreacting. I mean,
okay, no, I
receiver
agree.
has
I agree.
Yeah, I think every wide receiver has those. You know, I think, he just got a case of the drops.
You got a case of the drops. I like that.
That's it. He just got a case of drops. Just got, take his medicine, then I think he'll be back to what we've seen. Tyreek is the best receiver in the league. He has drops. There was times I seen Tyreek drop 4 passes, against the Chiefs in the playoff game. I ain't gonna say nothing, but he dropped them, right? Do you discredit what he's done previously? No. You know what I mean?
So you think you think Tyreek Hill is the best wide receiver in football?
Yes.
Oh wow. All right.
He's like, oh wow.
If he's not the best, he is one of the best.
I can agree. He a top, maybe top 5. Yeah, that speed just plays him. But yeah.
Oh yeah, that's probably just the reason why he top 5, because he ain't got no quarter. The reason why he in your top 5, because he ain't got no quarterback to throw on the ball. Put him over there with Patrick Mahomes and go, oh, he the best he the best receiver in the league. I know.
I like that.
Put him over there, Patrick Mahomes.
I like that. That's a guaranteed fact. That's a guaranteed fact. Yeah. And so with that being said,
but like I was saying though, Brandon, like Ted Ginn had the case of the drops when he was with Miami, right? Mm-hmm. Then he goes over here with Cam Newton, and then now all of a sudden this man look like the second coming of Randy Moss.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So receivers just have those. That's what they do. They just have the case of the drops. So I feel like Marvin Harrison get back to what we think he's gonna be, which is probably second coming of his daddy.
Right. And Chris, do you agree?
Whether Marvin Harrison Jr. is
is he potentially overrated? And I know it's a crazy question, but based off of what we've seen from Marvin Harrison, he has not. He got all the physical traits, but it just isn't resulting to what we think it could result in.
Marvin Harrison Jr. has a couple bad drops. He should be catching those drops. But I also think it could. And what sucks with the wide receiver is, it does come down to quarterback too as well, because a bad quarterback with bad accuracy or bad throw power can mess you up. you know. And yeah, you should be catching those drops. Maybe he underthrows you, overthrows you. Oh, I could catch it. But in the grand scheme of things, if you have a better quarterback, that's gonna help you. That's gonna help you get over the inch. And I think I like Kyler Murray, but I think there's some of the
Do you feel
blame
like
is
he play
also on
Call of Duty
Kyler.
too much?
I feel like it could either be he games too much, or it could be like he tries to do too much while he's in the game. Because I feel like he does a little too much, and because there's been a couple of throws that I seen Kyler throw where I'm like, Marvin Harris is not even in that area. I don't care how tall he is, how fast he is, how far he can jump. He ain't catching that, and he's throwing it wild. So, but like I said, potentially, I can see him potentially being overrated. But I also the blame, some blame does come to the quarterback too as well. And
Ah, okay.
he's had Kyler to start, and like I said, Kyler isn't a bad quarterback, but compared to the good quarterbacks we have, Kyler, he's kind of like level one if you think about it.
All right.
He's kind of level one, you know.
Uh,
He's not elite.
Not
right.
elite, yeah.
Okay.
He's just good. He's
He's
good.
good,
He's good.
decent. I wouldn't say good. I say
Yeah.
decent. A little
Mm-hmm.
low,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
decent. Yeah.
Right. This is interesting because Kyler Murray, that's going to be a soon NFL reaction and overreaction too, because some going to have to give in Arizona too eventually, and we all know some going to have to give there too. And so, with that being said, let us now progress, fellas, to our notable college football games for Week 5. And so, we got a lot of college football games going on today, a lot of important games. And so, 21 USC is at 23 Illinois. That's a
Mm.
big Big Ten matchup, and I know it sounds crazy to the world, USC at Illinois, but it's been a lot of changes in college football, and so USC is in the Big Ten now. And so, as crazy
Yep.
as it sounds, they are heading to Champaign, of all places, not Pasadena,
Yep.
not Southern
Yep.
California. They're heading to Champaign, Illinois for a big Big Ten matchup. And so get your popcorn ready. 22 Notre Dame and Arkansas. Speaking of hot seat, Notre Dame, they were 0-3. They 1-3 now. But if they continue to lose footbal games, what do you do at Notre Dame? 4 LSU at 13 Mississippi. That's a big SEC matchup. 9 IU. Shout out to Indiana University of Indiana. I'm a Purdue guy, but IU is right up the street in Bloomington. And they've always had great offensive production, and it's good to see that program doing what it's doing. They at Iowa today. 6 Oregon at 3 Penn State, another huge Big Ten matchup. I know it sounds crazy. Oregon going all the way to Pennsylvania, all the way across the country, fellas. But that's a Big Ten matchup now. And it's a huge Big Ten matchup for playoff implications. 17 Alabama at 5 UGA. Speaking of hot seat, Jamar has been very avid of the head coach, Kellen DeBoer of Alabama, and what he's been doing with that program. It has not looked the same since Nick Saban has left. And then 25 BYU at Colorado. And so, fellas, I don't know if you guys are big WNBA fans, but Aja Wilson, our Keith, she's received her 4th MVP, and it's unprecedented territory. I'm curious to know, brother, your thoughts on Aja Wilson and what she's just doing for the W.
Asia Wilson, I don't follow WNBA like that, but the fact that I know Asia Wilson should tell you something, right? I don't follow in WNBA, but I love me some Asia Wilson. I love her game.
Mm-hmm.
I love her game. And you talking about somebody that's not only a scorer but also a defensive player too.
Yeah, she defends.
I mean, just all around, just a great basketball player. It's well deserved. Well deserved.
Mm-hmm.
Well deserved.
Absolutely, and
That's my favorite WNBA player right now.
yeah, man.
My baby.
She nice with it. Chris, man, what do you think about Aja Wilson, man? Is it Is there potentially more MVP awards to come? How do you feel about what she's doing?
Oh,
Is it
more,
just is it GOAT talk? What is it with Asia Wilson, man?
hey, you know what? All you said. It's all you said. I expect more MVPs from Asia Wilson, and I expect there to be a GOAT talk. Actually, in
Mm.
my honest opinion, she is the GOAT of the WNBA.
Mm.
I'll go
Who else
further to
got four
say
MVPs? Who else?
I don't. I don't know anybody who has four unanimous
No,
MVPs.
exactly. That's the whole point.
So
That's the whole
like
point,
she
though.
is the GOAT. She's the GOAT of the WNBA. And yes, and like you said, I do expect more. She's going to give you more. She's going to give you more MVPs. But with that being said, I do understand that the WNBA is becoming a little more competitive. A little
Right?
more competitive.
More
Um,
teams, more everything now.
more teams, more everything. But I still think Asia has at least two more MVPs coming up though. I can see two more coming out.
Mm.
Asia Wilson is what we wanted Maya Moore to be.
Yeah, Maya Moore she had a lot left in her tank before she left abruptly from the WNBA. That's facts,
Yeah.
Archie. She had a lot left more in her tank. And so we see what Peoples Hernandez thinks, Mr. Ian Jones. He ain't got
Mhm.
no words, he just got GOAT. And so Ian has been very avid for the greatness of Asia Wilson. That's been very known since day one. And it's great to see her doing what she's doing. Update on the 2025 WNBA playoffs. We follow the W big here on the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast, gentlemen. And right now, it's 2-1 Phoenix over Minnesota. It's going to be very interesting to see how the MVP runner-up for Nafisha Collier, how she is looking
Mhm.
in Game 4.
Yeah.
Right now, she's hurt. But we know she's like the female Kawhi Leonard of the WNBA, guys. She'll D you up, she'll score on you, she do everything.
Yeah.
And she only reason she didn't get the MVP was because she didn't play enough this season. And so,
Mhm.
Asia Wilson went ahead and she snatched that award. She went on a hot streak for the last 2 months of the season. The Vegas Aces went on a hot streak, and here they are now, one game away from the WNBA Finals again. Greatness, 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 greatness. And if she capped this off with a championship, what the hell can you say about it? You ain't got nothing to
Can't
say at
say.
this point.
Yeah.
You can't say nothing at this point. She might be the GOAT at that point. And that might be the walking GOAT in the game. Yeah, like literally, that might be it. Because if she get it done this year, it's going to be very impressive. But she gonna have a lot to deal with because Indiana Fever, they are great without Caitlin Clark. Fellas, if they get Caitlin Clark back, they get Sophie Cunningham back. I want to see what that team looks like with a healthy team. They'll be my championship favorites once they get their healthy team back, along with Kelsey Mitchell, Leah Boston, who are both perennial all-stars, a lot of great role players. That team will be a serious championship threat, if not the favorite for me. Shout out to Indianapolis basketball because the Pacers did great things too. But 2-1 with that series, Las Vegas, one game away. And then Phoenix, and which I stated to Jamar last weekend, I felt that Phoenix and New York series would present the WNBA champion. And so Phoenix is up 2-1 over Minnesota. Game 4 tomorrow night, fellas. All right. And so we've talked about a variety of different things. Let us now get into our NFL picks for week 4. And so,
Correct.
gentlemen, we got a lot of games, a lot of activity happening, and we curious to know you guys' picks. And once Jamar get a hold to the video, Jamar will make sure that this is posted on the page as well. And so I hope you guys, I'm sure you guys can actually see the screen. Can you see the screen?
Yep.
All right. That's,
Brandon, let me make a shout out real
yes,
quick.
sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead,
For
bro.
the Florida State lost to Virginia
Oh man, yeah, man. And so
on the last play of the game.
I didn't know if you were a fan. I honestly did not know if you were a fan, but because I was thinking to talk about it because I know you're down there in the Florida area. You guys got two top 10 ranked teams. Man, how do you feel about that, man? I know it's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
It's unfortunate.
It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but I mean, we already know who's the greatest school down here is. I mean, you can say Florida State, but when you talk about Florida college football, what's the number one team that pop up? The Gators. We already know that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody care about Florida State. You know,
Really?
they been has been. I don't. Nobody care about Florida State. Miami ain't been
Man.
good since the 2000s.
Mm,
If you want to ask me, I mean, they ain't got a national championship.
Ooh.
man.
I mean, who won? Who won? Florida, if you want to be honest, Florida State been better than them the last 2
I'm gonna tell
decades.
you something, man. All the Florida schools down here, Tebow mania still haunts them. It still haunts them down here. All them schools are trying to trying to get their own Tebow mania. They can't. They can't.
Can't
They
do
can't do
it.
it.
I think Jameis Winston was close, bro.
Jameson
I
close.
think Jameis Winston was close to that Tebow mania, bro. But still, bro,
Mm.
one the difference like him.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, upset city, boy. Yes, sir. Get him out of here.
Mm,
Playoffs, boy. Y'all crazy.
mm.
Get him out of there.
that's,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah. And so, fellas, let's speak now on the NFL. And so, shout out to Florida football. You got 3 great teams down there. I can't wait to see the Gators back, man. I can't wait to see them back. That's another question for
Yeah.
another day. But the Gators, they are good for college football when they are back. And so it's going to be really interesting to
Yeah.
see that program get rejuvenated because when they are good, it's good for college football, in my opinion. And so,
Yeah.
Fire Napier.
yeah, man. And so Vikings at the Steelers. Who you got for this one, Arkeith?
Oh, this is a brutal one. Um. Oh my God, who do we pick here? I mean, the Vikings, great defense, right? Shout out to my steel coach Brian Flores. That's my coach.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah, I don't know why they got rid of him, man. That's still a stupid question to this day. I don't know why they got rid of him.
Oh, but the Steelers. I don't know what the Steelers are still, which is crazy. I don't know if they good or I don't know if they trash. Like they wishy washy. At least I know with the Vikings, I know that defense gonna ball for sure.
Yeah.
I think Aaron Rodgers is gonna have a bad day.
Mhm.
But I just think that the lack of offense. I think the Steelers might take this, but I mean, barely. I'm talking, and I think it's gonna be a death match. I'm talking about like 14-7.
Mm.
I think it's gonna be a low scoring game.
Yeah, yeah. And who you got? The Vikings?
I got the Steelers.
Okay, you got the Steelers.
But like I say, barely eking it out, like paid by a field goal.
Okay. Yeah. Chris, yourself?
I do think it's going to be low scoring, but I got the Vikings. Younger team, and then JJ is looking a little promising, but the offense is still shaky. That like he said, that defense is going to ball for the Vikings, and Aaron Rodgers, Steelers, DK Metcalf, they cool and all, but like I said, we don't know if this is even a dominant team or not. So I go with the Vikings, but not by a lot.
Okay, yeah, and I'm with you, Keith. I'm gonna go with the Steelers at home, but they're gonna have to really work for this one because the Vikings seem to be a well-rounded football team that doesn't beat themselves. Kevin O'Connell, shout out to him. Wherever he goes, he has a great system, it's just that he's going up against another great head coach. So this is going to be a great football game between 2 great football minds. Game for me.
That trip players over on the sideline.
The game really comes down at the end of the day for me. It's on Aaron Rodgers and what he does. And so I think Aaron being at home in Pittsburgh can make enough plays. And so I'm going to go with Pittsburgh 17-14.
Okay.
Titans at the Texans. Who you got, Chris? I mean, no, who you got, Arkeith?
Both teams are doing just god awful right now.
Yeah.
Uh, oh man, I'm gonna take the I'm gonna take the Texans here. I think just CJ Stroud is more experienced than young Cam right now, young Ward.
Mhm.
And I think the Texans are just a more rounded team.
Right.
I think the Texans are just a more round, like you said, well-rounded team.
Mhm.
The Titans, they just got some more wrinkles to kick out, to iron out. I think something's there brewing in Tennessee. I just don't think it's going to be anytime soon that we see it all come together.
Okay.
It still needs to do some work. So,
Yeah, but
I got to take
Karen Moore though, he has some nice. He can throw that ball. He got some nice moments
Oh, yeah.
out there. So I'm a little excited for
Yeah.
Houston, man. I mean, for Tennessee, because they build around him. They might have a little contender in a few years, because he can play. Chris, Titans, Texans, man. Somebody got to win the game unless they tie, and they both be 0-3-1.
I'm gonna agree with Cuzzo on this. I think the Texans. Titans are, like I said, still trying to develop Cam Ward, so I don't expect Cam Ward to beat the Texans, but that's okay. Because Texans they've been around, they've had their team for a while, so I expect them to come out. Now, if the Titans do win, yeah, Texans, we got a problem. But yeah, I see Texans winning.
Okay, cool. All right. Additionally, I'm with you guys. I got the Texans, and so Texas better win this game. You better win this game. If you go 0 and
Yep.
4, it ain't gonna be a good look for Houston, man. It's not gonna be a good
No.
look, and it's gonna be a lot of questions. And I hate to see that for African American head coaches. I hate to see that. And so because D'Amico Rance has done great with this organization his first couple seasons. I don't want to see things go down the drain for him because that's all these Caucasian owners need, is for a team to go unexpectedly bad and they ready to fire folks. Get them out of there. And
Get 'em out.
so, right. And so we're gonna see what happened with Houston, but I got Houston. The Eagles at the Bucks, man. This is a big NFC showdown. The Eagles, we know who they are, but I think the Bucks, y'all, and I've been saying this on the podcast. They will be a sneaky NFC Championship contender, in my opinion, this year. They should be taken more serious, and they got one of the best receivers in football, in my opinion, in Mike Evans. And so, who you guys got for this one, Keith? Eagles or Bucks?
I so blatantly want the Eagles to just lose and suck it. But I think we all know that I think the Eagles going to take it here. It's not even the Bucks against the Eagles; it's the Bucks against the tush push. Let's be honest. What are we talking about here? Right? Let's be honest, bro. It's the Bucks versus the tush push. Right?
Do you think the tush push should be banned?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
It's a legal formation. It's an illegal formation. It's an illegal formation. Come on. Legal formation. There's no way in heck that I should be able just to grab my quarterback and just toss him over the line of scrimmage. And that's the case. The Arizona Cardinals should be out here balling because Kyler Murray small as heck. All they gotta do is just pick him up and just.
But if they toss him, he's so small, the other team can catch him and run the other way.
Hey, long he crossed that goal line, boy. Long he break that plane.
All
We all right.
the other defense got to do. Oh yeah, I got him too now. Just run out of the way. I mean,
Did that nose of that ball cross that goal line? Yeah. All right. Touchdown. 6. What are we talking
Y'all
about?
funny.
That's what the Eagles do. That's what the Eagles doing.
Y'all funny.
That's what the Eagles are doing. So I want the Bucks to win. The Bucks are on the hot streak right now. Baker Mayfield playing the best football of his career.
Mm.
man, he's always been a good quarterback in my opinion. I don't know why people give him crap.
I apologize to Baker Mayfield. I'm one of them. I apologize to Baker Mayfield application. I need to fill that out. I'm sorry. Okay, boy. But we all know the Browns organization is that organization where you go to what? Die. Right? We already know that. Right? Then you went to the Carolina Panthers,
That's another organization.
They was a shell of themselves.
That's another one.
That's I
But
mean they still trying to.
They're probably
I mean,
one of the worst organizations of football.
they was trying to hold on to that Cam Newton team a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. You know what I'm saying? But
That's a trash organization too. They helped us out a lot of
yeah,
Chicago.
it's a bad
We
organization.
love the Carolina Panthers organization, man. Like, yeah, they do.
Yeah, you know. So I mean, so I'm sorry, Baker Mayfield. You doing your thing, bro. I'm proud of you. Keep balling. We already know Mike Evans is probably first ballot Hall of Famer. The man. Ever since he been in the league, 1,000
Yeah,
yards.
grown
every single
man.
year.
You're a grown man. You can't stop.
Grown man.
Yeah,
Yeah. And we still got that Bucks defense still intact.
yeah, they
Like,
still got the core pieces.
They ain't lost. Yeah, they lost a step.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't think it's gonna be a dog walk. I don't think it's gonna be a dog walk by all means, but just because of the brotherly push, right? We know the Eagles gonna win 24-20-21. We know that. That's how it's gonna go.
So the Eagles squeak it out. Chris, what about you? Eagles at the Bucks.
Chris,
you got pulling?
Chris got more words than me.
I want the Eagles to lose so badly. Like I pray for it every single week for them to lose. But the Buccaneers, they're a good team, but the Eagles are probably gonna win off of off of crap. They're gonna win some way. And I know, and the reason why, and it's funny with the Eagles team. Okay, it's funny with this Eagles team how like their pieces are just so good, but yet they can barely squeak by teams like the Chargers or something like that. When their team is just so good, and it's because of that brotherly tush. They try not to beat teams. They stay in there with teams, and then they push their way to what, a field goal, or push their way to a easy 7 points. But like I said, I want the Buccaneers to win, but I automatically know the Eagles are going to win, not by a lot. They're not blowing them out. They're going to probably win by like some bull crap, like 27-26 or something like that. It's going to be something like where they barely squeak by these boys or something like that. But I hope so desperately, please, Tampa Bay gods, I hope so desperately y'all beat these boys because I can make this post right away. I make this post in those groups. I would need you guys to beat these boys. And if y'all beat them bad, I would send money to sponsor you guys. Beat these boys bad. I mean, beat these boys bad, please. For the love of God, please. Please.
All right. And so Chris is avid on making sure that the Eagles fall. Because
Yes.
right now they are still soaring. The Eagles
Still
are
soaring. Yep.
Yeah, man, they up in the sky right now. They soaring at 3-0. They the defending champs. And they pulling out crazy wins, man. Last week was just incredible.
Yep.
A lot of fight in that team. And going to Kansas City was no easy feat either. And now you in Tampa Bay. And so it's not an easy schedule for the Bucks either. I tell you this, guys. The Eagles win this game, fellas. I would say it's very impressive because they, the first 4 games hasn't been easy for this team. And, if they pull it out, it'll be impressive. It'll be very impressive. But for me, I'm actually go with the Bucks. Bucks being at home, Bucks being in Tampa. Bucks, I think, is the better team. No disrespect to Philly. I got the Bucks for this one. Panthers at the Patriots. Who you got, Archie?
Let's go, Bryce Young.
All right, yeah.
Let's go.
Because I don't think he's it.
30 out there. Yeah, he my boy, he here. He done put up 30 points, right? He done put up 30
Bryce
points.
Young, that was the damn special teams.
That's all right. He put up 30 points, right?
You see how when teams put up 30 points, the quarterback automatically get the credit? It was Bryce Young who did.
Hey, Bryce Young, baby, let's go. My boy gonna go out here. The Patriots,
they're a scrappy
the
team.
Patriots,
They're a lot better. They're a lot better, Arkeith.
They're not as bad as people may think they are. I think they are actually a good team.
Real talk.
But I don't think the Panthers are bad as people think they are either. I really don't. I think what we seen last week, that's who the Panthers are too.
Okay.
I think they can be that. I think they can be that. It's just everything has to come together, right? You got this ingredient, you got that ingredient, you got that ingredient. You can't go out here and just put this ingredient here and just put this ingredient here and try to mix it and try to make the whole meal. You can't do that, right? The recipe calls for all the ingredients to be in there.
Right.
So you got to put all the ingredients in, you got to mix it together, and then you got your entree or your meal or whatever you're making. That's the problem with the Panthers I see, right? But last week, guess what they did? They put it all together, right? So I actually expect them, and we know the NFL is a momentum league, right? You win one game, next thing you know, you might be able to string 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wins, right? Together. I think this last week's win with the Panthers, starts them off on the win streak. Let's go.
I would like to see that for the Panthers. That'd be a proud moment, wouldn't it be, Chris? Panthers 2 wins in a row.
Please, for the love of God, beat them soccer lab.
Yeah, man, that'd be crazy, man. Panthers at the Patriots. Who you got for this one, Chris?
I'm gonna pick the Patriots because they're playing in Gillette, right?
Yeah, they are. Yep.
So they're playing in Gillette. They got home field advantage. Like I said, it can go either way, but I think the Patriots are probably gonna pull through. I do want the Panthers to win because I do have high hopes for Bryce, but I got Patriots.
All right. Yes. Chargers at Giants. Who you got for this one, Arkeith?
All right, Chris, it's your team, man. Jackson Dart starting. I don't think he wins here. I don't think he wins here, but I expect for him to have
He playing Jim Harbaugh on the Chargers. I don't know if he wins.
Hey, like whoever made this decision, they need to go to.
Niggas gonna backfire.
Yeah,
I see your point, Arkeith. Why would you start against the Chargers?
Not even that. Do you know the next couple of games that the Giants got are like is a gauntlet? They finna play a gauntlet within the next 4 or 5 games. So we finna find out expeditiously
right.
if Jackson Dart is that guy, Chris.
Yeah.
We finna find out, baby. I think he's gonna be all right. I think he's gonna be all right, though. I think he's gonna go out here and make a couple of good throws. I think we gonna get that good Malik Neighbors combination going with him. And I tell you this too, Chris. I like y'all defense matchup. With the Chargers. I do. I think if Jackson Dart come out here and shock the world and play on his what we think he can play on, y'all might actually gotta win. But I got the Chargers. The favorite is the Chargers, so I'm gonna take the Chargers here. Obviously, Justin Herbert, that guy. You should have picked him, Miami Dolphins. Shame on you. That's another topic for another day. But this is and Chris said this too. This looking like this might be Herbert's MVP season. It looked like it has arrived.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but it made me eat crow and drink more Jack Daniels in my sorrow because that could have been mine. But that's a different topic for another day.
Right. Yeah. Yep. Shout out to the Dolphins organization, man. Chargers at the Giants, man. I know they didn't pick Justin Herbert, but he's in LA. But you're a Giants fan, Chris. What are you doing, man? Are you rolling with the grain, or you going with the better team, or because everybody on paper we look at the Chargers as the better team, but how do you feel about this, man? You feel like there's a way the Giants can pull this out, or what?
I'm a homer, but I'm realistic though. Yeah, the Chargers are gonna stomp us out. I expect Jackson Dart to do good or do decent. I mean, if he does go out here and Jackson Dart throws like 300 yards and 3 touchdowns, I don't expect that happening. But if he does do it, I'll be like, okay, cool. But I don't expect that. I expect it to get stomped out. The Chargers are on some type of steroids. They need to be drug tested. But they playing some good brand of football. So I'm realistic. I think the Chargers are going to beat us. So.
Yeah, I'm with you guys. That's a Cancun. Give me the Chargers. Commanders at the Falcons. I know you're not a big Kirk Cousins fan. Arkeith. Right now, it's a debate between Jane Daniels. He possibly could be playing, but Marcus Mariota. I've always felt he's been a great quarterback. I've always felt he's been a pretty good quarterback. What the hell was I thinking by saying great? I'm sorry, excuse my French. Uh, he's always been a pretty decent quarterback,
Mhm.
guys. And he's won a lot of his career when you look at it. And even in Washington, he's every game he's played, they blew out teams, Marcus Mariota.
Hmm.
So I think the Commanders are not worried about who they start tomorrow. The question really is the Falcons. And so who you got for this one, Arkeith? Falcons or Commanders?
I think the Commanders win this one. They just got better talent. You know, it's better talent. I don't think the quarterback play is the issue. I think it's just the team is the issue. Just better talent defensively, offensively, just all around. You know that we know the Commanders coming into the season. No, it's unfortunate that my boy Jaden Daniels got hurt because he's on my fantasy team. Oh, but he got hurt, you know. But before he got hurt, we was already thinking coming into the season that these boys were gonna be what Super Bowl contenders, right? So I mean, they still the team to beat. The question is, can the Falcons do something here to kind of slow down the bleeding a little bit? You know, let's go out here and be competitive. I want to see the Falcons go out here and be competitive. You know, Penix, suck it up. Let's do it. Like let's get something going. Like start throwing, make some throws down the field. Let's get this run game going. You know, and so let's see if we can put some points on this board. That's what I want to say. I want this to be a competitive game for the Falcons. I don't want them to win. I mean, if they win, they win. But and I'll be like, dang, Michael Penix has arrived. But I really want to see can Penix and this Falcons organization or team be competitive, because let's be honest, it's been an abysmal time for them too. It's been bad. It's been bad. If you've been an Atlanta fan, you know, and you can blame. I think you got cursed because Matt Ryan gave up that 28 lead of Super Bowl, and you will never be back, and you will never be back, and you will never be back. So you can blame Matt Ryan for that. But ever since then, it's just been cursed, you know. So I know that organization is hoping, praying, and wishing, you know, just like my organization is hoping, praying, and wishing. So I want to see the Falcons be competitive here. Give us a breath of fresh air. Like, okay, we're not going to hit the panic button yet on Michael Penix. Because, I mean, after a game like you did last week, you kind of want to be like, maybe we need to hit the panic button. But I do got Commanders winning here, but I want to see the Falcons do go out here and be competitive.
Right. Yeah. And so, yeah, man. Questionable organization, man. Chris, Commanders at Falcons. Who you got?
Commanders, hands down, better team, better coaching. I expect the Commanders to pull through.
Yeah, I think that's a Cancun. I got the Commanders as well. Do we got a Cancun for the Browns and Lions, guys? I mean, the Browns.
That's not.
Hey, it was a Cancun last week when we picked the Packers. We picked the guys
Oh.
190 miles north. That's what we call them on the early. We don't like to say the Packers. We just say the guys 192 miles north of us. You know, the guys 192 miles north of us, you know, they choked in the fourth quarter. But this is Detroit, guys, and they in Detroit. They're not in Cleveland this time. And so, Arkeith, man, are we going with a Cancun, man?
Let's go, Browns. Ed.
Oh, wow.
Ed. Them boy Super Bowl ready. Boy, them boy done beat the Packers. Huh? Them boys done beat the Packers. I didn't think we ain't see that coming. Them boys said, hey, y'all thought we would go out here, roll our helmet? No, we hear Joe Flacco coming off the couch with a beer gut and all, baby. Let's go, dogs. I think the dogs.
Now, one thing I can't say about the Browns, Arkeith, is they got a great defense, y'all.
Yes, they do.
Defense?
Yeah,
They got a great defense. That keeps them in every game.
That's the bit.
That keeps them in every game.
That's been the thing with them for years, though, right? We just can't never get this offense together.
Right.
The defense been balling since 2017, if you ask me. We just can't get this offense together. There's always been, you know, bad quarterback play or bad offensive line play or people getting hurt. You know, it's just we can't never put it together. But I mean, I think they after what I seen last, they go out there and play like they did last week. Ian. I won't be seeing no posts from you this week. I tell you that. No
Right.
one
Mhm.
pride.
No closer man this week. Yeah, man. Browns and Lions. Hey, this is very interesting, Chris, because we putting this out here in the early morning sports talk podcast, fellas. If the Browns continue to lose, guess who's going to play eventually? Either Dylan Gabriel or Shadur Sanders. And so I'm at this point to where I want to see the Browns continue to lose. And what better opportunity than tomorrow? So I got the
Yep.
Lions.
That Lions.
So, Chris, man, what about you, man? You got the Browns in the upset, or do you think Detroit gonna run the? Because I mean, clearly
I
Detroit's the
think
better team.
I think Lions are gonna put up 70.
Okay,
I
I'm with
think the
you.
Lions.
It's gonna be
I
something
think the
under.
Lions. Yeah, they still mad about week 1, so yeah, they're gonna put up 70.
Yeah, I think the Lions are keep gonna run the floor with them, dog. They're gonna run the floor with them.
Yeah.
All right, y'all heard it. Y'all
Yeah.
heard it here first. Now if them Browns beat them Lions, I'm gonna make a post.
Don't
Yep.
be
I
shocked.
want you to, man. I want you to on the page. On the page.
I'm gonna tell you this: they even got to win. I just want them to be competitive.
Mm.
I just want them to be competitive.
All right, well that's good for you because I don't even think it's gonna be competitive, me or Chris. So I think they gonna run the
They're
floor with
gonna-
them. Yeah, I think Detroit just they just who they are, man. The Colts at the
Yeah.
Rams, though, bro. This should be a good one, Keith. We were talking about this one earlier, man. Do the Colts come down to earth tomorrow?
Yes. Jimmy,
Okay.
your team will finally see its reality tomorrow. I got the Rams winning. We're gonna finally see if it's Daniel Jones or is just because is the Colts good or did they just play some sorry teams, which I think is the second one. Yeah, I think the Rams gonna win. Not by much, but I think they're gonna win at least by a touchdown.
Okay. Chris.
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. Los Angeles Rams are gonna beat the Colts. Daniel Jones is gonna lose all his confidence, and he's gonna play like Danny Crimes for the rest of the season.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm actually going with the Rams at home too. They at home. That's the reason why I'm going with the Rams. But the Colts, I disagree with you, Arkeef. I think they're a good football team. Great running back, quarterback that don't turn the ball over, fast defense with wide receivers that are big, that can run block, and they can jump over you and catch the ball. Um, Great tight end as well in Indianapolis. This guy's been balling out. Their first round pick. And so Indianapolis, I think, is a sneaky football team. I think that team's going to come down to the AFC South late in the season. The Jaguars, speaking of the AFC South at the 49ers, who you got for this one, Arkeith?
Brock Purdy comes back this week, so I think the 49ers actually take this. Jacksonville it might be time. It might be time to have some tough conversations. And I didn't want that for my boy because I'm a big Sean Stein advocate, but something got to give over there. Something got to give over there. I think the 49ers gonna win this. Yeah, and I think we're gonna have some tough conversations at Jaguars, as if you're a Jaguar fan.
Right. Yeah, North Florida, man. Chris, Jags Niners, who you got?
I got the Niners all the way, especially there in San Fran. So yeah, Niners all the way.
Yeah, I'm with you. Niners in San Francisco. Brock Purdy first start. Yeah, I got the Niners. Our Bears, my Bears, man, they at the Raiders tomorrow. The Raiders does not look like what I thought they would look like. They 1-2. Tough defense, but the offense is struggling a lot for sure. Bears coming off a momentous win last week and destroying their former head coach's defense. But then again, who hasn't destroyed the Cowboys' defense? So the Bears, they're at the Raiders tomorrow. Who you got for this one, Arkeith?
I got the. I'm sorry, but I got the Raiders, dog.
Mm-hmm.
I got the Raiders.
Don't blame me.
Raiders. Caleb Williams don't do good with pass rush. I mean, he just don't. Hey,
right?
we already know Max Crosby is that guy that can take over a game single handedly like that.
Mhm.
So um, I think that's why the Bears lose.
Right.
Caleb Williams don't like to be hit. We know that he don't like to be hit. And I think I like, and I knew this was going to happen. That Geno Smith and that reuniting with Pete Carroll. I,
Mhm.
I I had a feeling that it was going to be, we was going to see some stuff going on over there. And I wasn't sleeping on the Raiders at all. It's unfortunate, Christian Wilkins ain't over there, but I think the Raiders gonna take this.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Chris.
I gotta agree. I gotta give the Raiders everything you said. The reuniting of Pete Carroll and Geno Smith. You still got Ashton Genty and Caleb Williams. He gets flustered when he gets hit. You got Max Crosby over there. Yeah, it all points to the Raiders.
Yeah, me being a Bears fan and me watching the Raiders, I think the Bears are the better team, guys. I think the Bears go in, they force turnovers, and we got an underrated secondary, underrated defense. We force turnovers of Geno Smith, and I think the Bears, if they play their game tomorrow, I think they should beat the Raiders pretty good tomorrow. So I got the Bears, and that's not coming from a Bears fan. That's just from a football standpoint. The Ravens at the Chiefs. Man, talking about the Chiefs and the Ravens, they don't have gauntlet schedules. Both of them, they first 4 weeks. They playing a good team every week. uh, Ravens at the Chiefs. Who you got for this, RP?
Um, Chiefs.
Okay.
Mm.
I got the Chiefs, and here's
All right.
why. Um, the Ravens. Um, you only can blame one person for their losses, and I know people love him, and there's a cult following with that guy. Um, Derrick Henry. That's the person you blame. Um, and I think the Chiefs, they you don't go you don't the Chiefs not going 0-4. The Chiefs not going 0-4.
No, they
Not with
wanted
Patrick.
to. They wanted to. They won last week
Oh
against the
yeah, they won
Giants.
last week. Yeah, they won last week. Yeah, okay. Yeah, but I mean they gonna win this
Yeah.
one here. I just don't, and it's at Arrowhead. I don't see the Chiefs losing to the Ravens. The Ravens, they get flustered. We know it's a tough place to play when you're in Arrowhead. They get flustered when things don't go right or when things don't go well. Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry gonna fumble the ball because he's been doing that. Um, I expect Lamar to go out here and throw a pick, or two. And I expect Patrick Mahomes to go out here and throw 50-yard balls down the field. That's what I expect.
He getting Xavier Worthy back tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it's unfortunate because Travis. Yeah, Travis Hunt. What name? Oh my God.
You talking about
Travis Travis Swift. Travis
oh,
Swift.
Taylor Swift? Yeah, Taylor Swift. Yeah.
Yeah, I call him Travis Swift. Travis Kelsey. I call
No,
him
but you
Travis Swift.
also talking about Travis Kelsey, right? The Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Travis Kelsey. That's what I'm talking about. Travis Kelsey, but I call him Travis Swift because that's who he engaged to.
Right.
But Travis Swift, I mean, he ain't playing the best ball of his career right now. So that's
Nah, he
that's an
not.
iffy, that's an iffy spot. But I still think they're gonna have enough firepower to beat these Ravens tomorrow. I'm sorry, Ravens fans, but y'all
All
don't do
right.
good. Y'all don't do well against the Chiefs. Y'all have never done well against the Chiefs. So
Yeah, man. It's like Patrick Mahomes owns certain quarterbacks in the AFC. Will that continue tomorrow, Chris? Ravens at the
Yeah.
Chiefs.
Yes, it will. Patrick Mahomes is their daddy, and he's the god of the NFL. So it doesn't matter what teams beat him. He brings it back down to reality and lets you know that I am the captain. So I expect
Yeah.
that to happen. Yeah, expect that
Yeah.
to happen.
I'm looking at this game. This is the toughest game for me, man, this week. Because part of me wants to pick the Chiefs due to the greatness of Patrick Mahomes, but his offensive line don't look the same.
Uh-oh. Oh. Good, Brandon.
I don't know. Did we lose him? There you go. Oh,
I think probably someone out.
we lose
Yeah,
him.
let
We
me
lose
see.
him. We
Yeah,
lose him for good.
yeah. The Chiefs and Ravens though.
Oh, I don't know, man.
Let me
Uh,
see. Yeah,
what was the
Patrick
next game
Mahomes.
after that? What was the next game after that?
It was your game.
Oh, there you go. Oh,
So it keeps going off and on. That's what's happening. You guys can
okay.
hear me?
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, you
yeah,
back. All
well, I
right,
can
there
hear
you
you.
go. There you go. There
All
you
right,
go. There you
wonderful.
go.
Yes, I had a backup plan because I left my chargers. I told you this morning I keep in a different city.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, and so yes, when I look at this game, I'm looking at the Ravens who are they just beat themselves. The games that they lost, they should have won both of the games. But this is what Baltimore do. They tend to just shoot themselves in the foot, especially against great opponents. They shoot themselves in the foot. Even in Buffalo
Yep.
last year, divisional round, they did the same damn thing. Which is why I always question if they can truly get over that hump. If they can truly get over that hump to win that Super Bowl. Um, so I'm gonna go with the Chiefs at home. I hate to do it because it's a tough pick, but with Xavier Worthy coming back, he's an explosive player. He's very worthy of taking a game over. I got the Chiefs. And so, Chris, did I ask you who did you have? I think you had the Ravens or the Chiefs. Which one?
The Chiefs. Yeah, the Chiefs. All the
Okay,
way.
okay, okay, okay. And so,
Yeah.
yes, in this case, um, that's one game. But then we got the Saints. Who do you got for this game?
That's it.
Who do you got for this game, Markeith?
The Saints. Who they playing against? Who they playing against?
Give me a second. Give me a second.
Who's up for?
Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I still hear you.
Yeah, okay.
Wonderful. This is wonderful technology here because no, really, guys, it really is. All right, and so I'm going to what I need to go to pull up what I need to pull up, and it's right there. Wonderful. Uh, and so yes, all right. And so the Cowboys at the Packers, actually, guys. Cowboys at the Packers. And so who you got for this one,
Oh,
Keith? Um,
Hmm.
your boy is going back to
go.
your boy is playing against his former team again.
Oh, go pack, go. Right, go pack. It's over. It's over there. It's at AT&T Stadium.
Yep, it's in Dallas.
Yeah, it don't matter. Go pack, go. All right, go pack, go. I think they mad because they lost to the Browns last week. And I think it's a homecoming for Michael Parsons, or in Jerry Jones' world, Michael Parsons. uh, it's a homecoming for him. I think he's gonna show out. I think he's gonna show out. I got at least 2.5 for him, maybe 3. Because he just knows that team. He knows that team. He knows the ins and outs. He knows the tendencies. Um,
Mhm.
Cowboys, man, we already know what y'all are, right? Super Bowl every year, it don't matter. You
Mm-mm.
lost, you gonna lose. The fact that you almost lost to the Giants is just crazy to me.
Just crazy to me.
Um, yeah, y'all are trash. Y'all will always be trash as long as Jerry Jones is there. As long as that Prescott is there, y'all always be trash. Y'all will never win the Super Bowl. Y'all will never even win a playoff game for the rest of y'all lifetime. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. Y'all trash. So that's just what that is. Michael Parsons gonna have a field day on his old team. You continue to lose your great players to other teams, and then continue to go somewhere else and win Super Bowls. I love that for y'all. And continue to do that. So, yeah, I got the Packers beating them, and Jordan Love gonna show out.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. And what about you, Chris? Cowboys at Packers. Micah Parsons, man, did we get a sack tomorrow against his former team?
Definitely. I have the Packers winning, and like he said, I expect Micah probably put on probably a season high in this game possibly. That man's
Mm,
probably he's gonna be feasting. So, but
wow,
I
he's gonna
think
reach
yeah,
this
this game
far.
definitely the Packers are winning. Yeah, I can see it. But yeah,
Okay,
Packers are winning this definitely.
right. All right. Yeah. And so additionally, we got two Monday night football. Well, I mean, we got a lot of football. This is crazy. So the Dolphins at the Jets. I mean the Jets at the Dolphins, excuse me. This should hit home, fellas. You guys both are in Florida. Keith, you are an avid
hmm
Dolphins fan. Um, man, what is going through your mind right now, man? Did you guys get your first win tomorrow?
Yes. Yes, we
Okay.
get our first win. The thing about the Dolphins and the Jets, Dolphins have always owned the Jets. And up until recently, the Dolphins have always owned the Bills too. Let's be honest. They just started winning. The Bills just started winning. So let's be honest. So but the Dolphins have always owned the Jets since I've been a kid. So I'm going to continue to spank them. I expect what I expect is this to be a what's the word I'm looking for? A sympathy game. This is what I expect for this to be. I expect this to be a sympathy game to where be like, oh, okay, maybe things aren't as bad. They could be worse. We beat the Jets, so it's not as all bad, is it, Arkeith? So I think this is gonna be a sympathy game. I think we're gonna go out here, and I expect us to actually beat them. I'm talking about dog walking. Cause
Okay.
we have, not the last time that we played them. Man, I think they not a better team that they were. They got just the Fields, but I don't know. I don't know what this team is, so I can't tell you. But I do expect for us to go out there and beat them. Um,
Right.
and we're home. Home game, first home game of the season, not second home game of the season. We're itching for a win. I think we're gonna try to shut these people up. Go out here and win. Um, yeah, I think we're gonna win this.
Yeah.
But how much? I don't know.
Chris, I'm with our Keith. Are we going with a Cancun here?
Yeah, I'm with him. I think the Dolphins are gonna pick up this win. Definitely gonna beat the Jets.
Right.
Now, I won't be shocked if the Jets do pull through because Miami's been on something. Miami's been on something. But I expect the Dolphins to win though, decisively
Right.
too.
Right. And so it's going to be very, very, very interesting. And our boy Ann has been providing us with his picks as well. And so Bucks, Texans, Steelers,
Texans,
uh,
Steelers,
and so and I don't know if
Panthers.
some of the other picks, but Ian always gonna go with the Panthers, rain, hail, sleep, or snow, and so Ian to take that L every week, and he deal with pride. And so the Bucks, Broncos, they at the Bengals at the Broncos tomorrow, and so me
Hmm.
being overseas, guys, and being a different outside of the United States, my view is a little opposite, and so I got to remind myself that the Broncos are not at the Bengals, but it's the Bengals at the Broncos. But regardless of the fact, I don't know if this is a Cancun, but Jake Brownie, I don't know if he's really the long term solution, fellas in Cincinnati. Um, who you got for this in our Keith, man? You got the Bengals or the Broncos?
Um, I wanted Joe Burrow to play this game because I really wanted to see where Bo Nix was or was where yeah
Was
um
Where he is?
where he is, yeah. I've been out of school for a long time, guys. All right.
It's fine.
Ebonics. But
He bought it.
I want to see where he at. You know, I wanted to see where Bo Nix was at. Can he compete with the cream of the crop? Because let's be honest, when Joe Burrow is healthy, right, he is top notch. He's up there with the Patrick Mahomes, the Lamar Jacksons, the Josh Allens. As bad for me to say that. He's up there with them, right? The fact with Joe Burrow is that he just can't stay on the field for us to enjoy him. That's been his stick ever since he came out of college. So I really wanted to see can Bo Nix battle with a in Chris's words, a god, right? Because Joe Burrow can be a god at times. So this game, I think the Broncos are going to take it. Jake Browning, I mean, to be honest, I feel like anybody could go out there and throw to Jamar Chase and T. Higgins and ball out. Brandon, you could go out there and throw to Jamar Chase and T. Higgins and throw for 300 yards. That's how I feel.
Both of them boys.
But with Jake Browning, I don't think he gonna do that.
Yeah, Jake Browning.
I don't think he gonna do that, man. He the NFL quarterback.
I hope he get 100 yards on Keith at most. I hope he get 100.
At least, like, if you don't get 100 yards with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, boy, like that's bad. That's bad. That's bad. Like, get him out of there. But I just think, and I do like the Broncos. I want to see if this Broncos defense can. How are they going to match up with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins? Let's see what Patrick Surtain can do. You know, I mean, it's gonna be hard to try to guard both of them. So I guess you're gonna have to put PS2 on Jamar Chase, or do you not? Do you just play off of them? You know, and give them some kind of hybrid schemes or whatever. But I do want to see how they match up with them. It's just unfortunate that Joe Burrow ain't playing. Because I really wanted to see. But I think the Broncos going to take this, but it's going to be a win. That's not really going to be like a happy win because like you won, but like, did you really win?
I mean, yeah, man, I feel you. But at the end of the day, our key for W is a W, man, in the NFL.
Yeah, it's a W, but then we all know if Joe Burrow come back tomorrow, then he's like, okay, you can lose. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's a W. Like for instance, right? I'm gonna count our 2008 division title. But let's be honest, and Tom Brady didn't get hurt that season. We all know the Dolphins ain't winning on that division title. We all know that, Wildcat or not. We know that he ain't winning that. We ain't winning that division title. So it's like, yeah, you won a division title, but did you really win? Like, cause like Tom Brady got hurt, so you know you wasn't gonna win it. And Tom Brady with us, it's the same way. It's the same way. So yeah, they gonna win, but
Right. I'm with you.
Happy?
I'm with you.
Do you be happy?
And so, Chris, I don't know, man. If this is a Cancun, I don't know if you're picking the Bengals, but they are in Denver tomorrow. Who you got for this one?
You got Denver. Denver's. I feel like Denver's defense is going to match up very nicely with the Bengals offense. And then Bo Nix. He looks pretty good. So he looks pretty good like he did last year. So I expect them more the ball. And plus the Bengals are without Joe Burrow, so they're definitely going to take a hit. So
yeah, I'm with you
I
guys.
got Denver.
Right, I'm with you guys. I think that's Cancun. I'm with you guys. So, yeah, guys, that is our NFL picks. And so, there's a variety of great NFL games that take place, and that's where we at. And so, quickly, our Chicago Cubs. I know the Marlins that make the playoffs, unfortunately, this year. I know the Tampa Bay Rays, unfortunately, that make the playoffs this year. But our Chicago Cubs on Tuesday, they began their playoff wild card matchup, fellas, against the San Diego Padres. It'll be in Wrigley Field in Chicago. And so that is that. And so, fellas, it is now an important part as we head into the weekend. It's final thoughts and shots. It's the prior stance that we take before the weekend begins. And so, our Keith, my brother, any final thoughts or shout outs as we head into the weekend?
No, I think I seen a crazy stat about the Marlins that that 30 out of the 34 years that they have been a team um is how many times they have been to the playoffs. So they only been to the playoffs 4 times.
Which team is this again?
The Florida Marlins, I think I seen that.
Oh
Like
wow.
30, yeah, 30 out of the 30 years that they have been 34 out of the 30 years they have been existing. That's how many times they have not been to the playoffs. So they
Wow, but
only
they
been to
got
the
two World
playoffs.
Series out of that, right?
Yeah, they got 2 World Series out of that, which is crazy. Crazy stat.
Dang. That's a
Crazy
crazy,
stat, bro.
crazy stat. Absolutely.
But yeah,
And Chris,
final thoughts. Oh, I mean that was my final thought.
no, go ahead, Chris.
Chris, you got
Go ahead,
anything?
Arkeith. You go
Oh,
finish, bro. Finish. If you got something else, yes, please.
oh no, I just wanted to, like I said, um, in the college football world, I do want to see Napier get fired. All right, that's my final thought with that. Tua
Okay.
Tagovailoa is trash. All right,
Mm-hmm.
that's my final thought with that.
Okay.
And the Cowboys suck. That's my final thought with that. And Eagles, y'all, I don't got a word for y'all yet, but I'm quite sure I'll find one and I'll make a post about it. But yeah, Eagles, y'all know what y'all are too. And that's all I gotta say.
All
Go
right,
Dolphins.
man. All right. And so, Chris, bro, Chris.
Mhm. So my final thoughts, it's all going to the Eagles. Eagles, I hope you guys lose tonight. You know what? I wish that happened, and I don't wish no injuries to anybody, but I think this is the only way Roger Goodell is going to actually look into this is if if a player from the Buccaneers ends up having
Arkeith
a
is
neck
over there
injury from that
cracking
tush
up.
push. Yeah, have hopefully a Buccaneer has a neck issue, and then Roger Goodell could be like, "Yeah, we gotta get rid of it." And you want to know what's gonna happen when he gets rid of that play? Their whole thing is gonna just crumble, like just like that,
Mm.
just like that. It's
That's
gonna
how
be
reliant
gone.
they are on the tush
Okay.
push, huh?
Yeah, that's how it's like with the tush push. It's gonna be gone. And another thing, we already said Nick Sirianni. Remember, I talked about coaches that be coming in and people think that they're the best coach of all time. Nick Sirianni, I would want you to do this with the Carolina Panthers. He ain't gonna do it with the Carolina Panthers. And like I said, I made a prediction on our podcast saying as soon as as soon as Saquon leaves, as soon as all the big major players leave, Nick Sirianni is gonna be that one guy to be like, yeah, I think I'm gonna retire now. Yes, you definitely gonna do that. I know he's gonna do that, and he's not gonna show you that he's a good coach at all. You feel me? And like I said, I just have a disdain for the Eagles. It might be because I'm a Giants fan, but I have this disdain for the Eagles because these Eagles be. I don't know why they think they're so nice. I don't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. They had so many.
Mm.
They built heatles over there and they think they're so nice. I'm like, even though y'all gonna end up being in cap hell in like what 2 years, you guys gonna end up being in cap hell. You're gonna get rid of everybody. So that means Nick Sirianni's gonna go because he ain't gonna stick around because he knows his team's gonna be bad and he ain't gonna try to face the fire. You feel me? But that's my final thoughts. I hope he loses so I can make a post and people can realize that he's not really all that good like we think he is. Oh, you beat on Andy Reid for sure. Andy Reid, to be honest, Andy Reid's a good coach. Patrick Mahomes is on the team, but let's be real. The Chiefs, they ain't good across the board. It's a team game. They ain't good across the board. I would love y'all to do that again. I want to see y'all face the Lions again. How about that? I want to see y'all face the Lions. I want to see y'all face the Lions and see what's happening. Because y'all ain't that team that y'all talking about. Let me stop real quick. I want I want my team to go out there and do good. And I want the Eagles to
Mhm.
lose.
All
That's
right.
all I want. That's all I want.
Right. And
That's
so
all I
Chris
want.
had a lot to say there. Chris had a lot to say there. And he ended it with his Giants. I love how he ended it with his Giants, but he definitely had a lot to say about the Eagles. And I don't blame him. I mean, it's just like me being a Bears fan, Keith, and me having to say a lot about the guys 192 miles up north, you know? Like, I really don't rock with the
Yep.
Whackers. I call them the Green Bay Whackers. And so, um,
Yep.
yeah, man, we'll see, man, what happens with the Eagles. And if that play gets taken away, man, it's gonna be a huge debate everywhere,
Mhm.
all over the sports world. It's going to be huge, and they are debating that play, and it's the bread and butter of the Eagles, and it's making money in the Eagles organization, man. What do you say, guys? If it ain't hurt, don't fix it. And so right now, it ain't hurting too much because right now the Eagles they soaring. But if that play gets taken away, I'm with you guys. It's gonna be a lot of exposure with the Eagles.
Yep.
It's gonna expose Jalen Hurts a lot. He gonna have to really find a different way of playing football. And we all know Jalen Hurts, he alright, but he ain't Tom Brady. And so it's gonna
Nah.
be really interesting to see what happens with this as this season progresses, and even the off season next year. It's gonna be really interesting with the tush push. But I want to shout out
Yeah.
you guys. And
Yeah.
additionally, I want to apologize to you guys because things were a little thrown off this morning. But with my laptop, with Jamar being busy, with Ian getting to the bag. But I promise you, you guys come back again. We're gonna have that full party again, and it's gonna be all of
Oh.
us. And I'm gonna have my charger too. I won't be on my phone, and it'll just be. I'm sure you guys had a nice experience, but it ain't the experience. And so you guys got a partial experience. So I just want to thank you guys for rocking with us. To the world,
Yeah.
to our viewers, our future viewers that'll watch later on. With God, all things are possible. We appreciate you all rocking with us on the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast. We just hope you all have a blessed and safe weekend, and that you
Yep.
guys be productive, enjoy your life, enjoy sports, enjoy your family, and enjoy each other. And so we appreciate you all. Love, have a blessed and safe weekend, and peace
Yep.
on behalf of the Early Morning Sports Talk
Yes.
podcast.
Yep. Peace.